What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Bengals NFL show. I'm your host, Braden Guthrie, and today we have quite the topic, and that is Germaine Pratt. Germaine Pratt has become one of the Bengals' best defensive players and is now a free agent this offseason. While Germaine Pratt isn't the biggest name in this year's free agency, he will certainly be a very hot target for many teams. Pratt has improved every year since being drafted by the Bengals in 2019. He is only 26 years old, so there is no reason to expect that he's already hit his ceiling. In a perfect world, the Bengals can get Pratt locked up long term, but we don't live in so. The Bengals' main concern right now, as it should be, is getting Burrow and Higgins re-signed, and in addition to that, they want to save money for next offseason so they can get Jamar Chase locked up long term. So the Bengals are already playing with a limited amount of cash and will also have a much less active free agency compared to the last 3 years. The Bengals also have Logan Wilson to re-sign soon. He will be a free agent next year, and Pratt re-signing or not will play a big part when it comes to that extension for Logan Wilson. And also, when it comes to re-signing, it takes two to tangle. On February 26, as you can see, Germaine Pratt tweeted out that, "Imagine if I played third down all year." 2 laughing face emojis. I would have went crazy. Blood drop emoji. There's no need to overthink this tweet. Pratt is simply saying he wants to play more. Pratt is frustrated with his playing time and with free agency coming. He wants to sign with a team who will give him that time. The Bengals won't change their successful defensive scheme to re-sign a player. All of that is not a good indication that Pratt will resign. It's just not that tweet. Germaine Pratt tweeted out on December 11th, "Need to play third down. Too much money left on the table." This is an almost identical tweet to the recent one, but what's really interesting about this one is, if you can't tell by the date, this was tweeted during the season. Now, Pratt said in an interview that the tweet didn't really mean anything, but it certainly does show a little frustration with his playing time. Then on February 9th, Pratt tweeted out, "Just want to win and make some money," blood drop emoji. This tweet, unlike the others, I believe doesn't really mean anything. Some people brought this tweet up when discussing Pratt resigning, but I just think it means what it says. He wants to play football and he wants to make some money while doing it. Back after the Bengals lost the AFC Championship game against the Chiefs and were heading back to the locker room, the camera caught Pratt saying,
"This motherfucker last year! The fuck? Why the fuck did you cut the quarterback?"
Once people saw the video, Pratt received a good amount of deserved criticism. After the emotions of losing the game settled down, the video became subject of whether or not the Bengals will re-sign Germaine Pratt. There were some who, after seeing the video, thought immediately that Germaine Pratt was gone and or didn't want to come back. After all, the video was a very bad look for Pratt. On the other side, and what I saw as well, was Pratt just being extremely emotional and reliving one of the moments that led to the Bengals losing that game. It didn't seem that Pratt was aware of the cameras, and if he had been, I'm sure he would have not said what he did. That still doesn't make what he said right. Cameras or no cameras, you do not yell what he did walking back to the locker room. However, Pratt did take national responsibility, and he did apologize to Joseph Osai. So as long as he truly meant those apologies and just wasn't saying that to look better, then there's no reason to think that this would play a role when it comes to re-signing. Pratt did say he wants to remain with the Bengals. He said, "The brotherhood we build around here is unmatched. It's unstoppable. Nobody can break us no matter how many people try to throw dirt on your name in the media. Nobody can stop that. I want to be back here." It's important to note that we don't know what's exactly happening behind the scenes, so we don't know the full story. However, evidence does suggest that Germaine Pratt will be on a new team next year. The tweets talking about his playing time does speak a lot of volume, especially the one that came in during the season. Pratt taking it to Twitter could mean a few different things, but I think it can be agreed upon that it isn't exactly the most mature way to go about this issue, and I'm sure that Pratt doing so left a bit of a sour taste in the Bengals' mouth. For all that, it seems like Pratt being back on this team next year is far-fetched. When you break it down, it really is simple. Pratt wants more playing time. The Bengals are keeping their successful defense, so Pratt won't get that playing time, and the Bengals have limited cap room. I would be beyond shocked if Pratt signed with us this offseason. And that all really pains me to say because Pratt has been one of my favorite Bengals players since he was drafted. If you followed me for a while, you may remember that he was my guy in the 2019 draft and went crazy when the Bengals drafted him. So I have absolutely no joy in saying I think he's going to leave. With all that being said, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and also comment your thoughts. Do you think Germaine Pratt will stay here in Cincinnati, or do you think he'll sign with a new team? If you enjoy football content or even Marvel or even WWE, please hit that subscribe button. You know, it's a fun time in the NFL. It is offseason, free agency's coming up, and the draft's coming up, so I will be covering a lot of that. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.